It's 6 o'clock. Here's what's happening right now on Apple Valley News Now Live.
The search is on for a missing fisherman last seen in the Yakima River. We have the very latest details.
Plus, a memorial and police markings now sit at the site of a fatal vehicular homicide in Kennewick, and tonight the victim, a motorcyclist, has been identified.
But first at 6, it's a dire situation unfolding. The American Red Cross says we are in a severe blood shortage. Our Dan Hansen will show how you can help.
Weather-wise, could the triple digits return this week? Here's a live picture from our Skycam network in Pasco. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth in for Stacy Lee with your first alert forecast as the news starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. I'm Wendy Redmond.
And I'm Austin Reed. Here's what's happening at 6 o'clock.
Yakima PD and the Yakima County Sheriff's Office are searching for a missing man. Authorities say last Thursday night, search and rescue was called out to an area near Rotary Lake where 49-year-old Wayne Dobbs was on a fishing trip with a friend. The Sheriff's Office says their vessel tipped over into the Yakima River. Dobbs' friend was able to make it to shore and they called 911. Deputies say the rafters were not using life jackets. Dobbs' family, along with search teams, have been searching ever since and plan to be back out on the water again tomorrow. The man is described as 5'8", bald, and has a number of tattoos. If you know anything, call law enforcement.
In the meantime, Washington State Patrol on the hunt for a driver involved in a hit-and-run crash. They say it seriously injured a man who was walking in the eastbound lanes of Interstate 82, just a few miles outside Union Gap. It happened overnight, right around 3:30 this morning. Troopers arrived to find a 30-year-old Yakima man had been struck. He was taken to Harborview Medical Center in Seattle. WSP says the man had been walking in the left lane when he was hit. They also report the vehicle did not stop after hitting the pedestrian. Troopers don't have a description of the car, but if you know anything, call WSP.
Bail has been set for a woman accused in a fatal DUI crash in Kennewick. Authorities say 19-year-old Valeria Benitez Hernandez was under the influence when she was involved in a crash with a motorcycle Sunday night. It happened near the intersection of Columbia Drive and Jean Street. The motorcyclist, identified as 69-year-old Donald Reddinghouse, died at the scene. Bail for Benitez Hernandez was set at $200,000. Her next court date has not yet been set. Blood is one of the few things in medicine you can't manufacture, and right now the Red Cross is saying we are in a national shortage emergency. Donations are off about 25% since June, even as hospital demand climbs.
Yeah, new at 6, our Dan Hansen takes us to local donors who say it doesn't take much time to make a life-saving impact.
There are multiple chairs here at the donation center, and they can save lives, but only if people fill them. A simple act that takes less than an hour could help end a growing emergency. The American Red Cross says the nation's blood supply has dropped nearly 25% since June. Summer vacations, fewer school blood drives, and increased demand during trauma season are leaving hospitals with fewer life-saving blood products when patients need them most.
A readily available blood supply is essential so doctors can focus on saving lives and not worrying about whether life-saving blood products will be available.
One of the biggest concerns is platelets, which have a shelf life of just 5 days. That's why long-term donor Dan Porter has spent more than 20 years giving them.
He would go in kind of gray and just struggling. And he'd come out like, I'm ready to fight on.
Porter says watching two friends battle lymphoma inspired him to donate, hoping someone else's gift could give patients more time. But he says shortages don't disappear when the holidays end.
The need doesn't stop. It doesn't stop for holidays, it doesn't stop for anything.
The shortage reaches beyond hospital walls. Richland Fire and EMS says a steady blood supply is also essential for emergency responders carrying blood in ambulances.
If we don't have that blood, then that's going to make a huge impact on being able to save that patient's life.
The Red Cross is urging anyone who's eligible to schedule a donation now. saying every unit collected helps replenish a blood supply that patients across the country rely on every single day. In Kennewick, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Dan, thank you. The Red Cross has blood drives scheduled across central and southeast Washington through July 31st.
Including this Wednesday at the Riverfront Hotel in Richland, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., with 40 spots still to fill. For the full list, just head on over to applevalleynewsnow.com.
All right, turning now to First Alert weather. It does look like fire danger for now is decreasing a bit.
All right, let's find out more details on that. Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth has a look at your First Alert weather forecast.
Well, it was a toasty start to the new work week, and we're going to have a lot more where that came from for this week. High temperatures staying a little bit closer to 100 than they will to 90 degrees. There are some small lightning chances in the forecast for Thursday. We have critically to extremely dry fuels out there, so we could maybe see some lightning-induced fires. And the forecast staying mostly dry over the next 7 days, although there are some small little chances for rainfall here or there. Okay, for this evening, overnight low is going to drop down into the 50s and 60s, looking at upper 50s for the Kittitas and the Yakima valleys, and then low to mid 60s for the lower Columbia Basin and for the Blue Foothills. For tomorrow, clouds building in ahead of, we will have a little chance of some rainfall for Tuesday night. Again, it's not going to be a ton, but there will be that little chance. The clouds building ahead of that with temperatures in the mid 90s. So it's going to be another toasty day out there. And then looking ahead to that chance for lightning by Thursday, as we could see some of those lightning induced fires possible. Talk about the ins and outs of that coming up a little bit later in the show.
Thank you, Josh. Firefighters responded to a blaze in Benton County this morning. Take a look here. It happened in the area between Prosser and Benton City. You can see the smoke there from this vantage point. A cloud of smoke could be seen near Old Inland Empire Highway at around 8 a.m. Firefighters say the vegetation fire burned less than an acre near Case and Swally Road. The fire was put out within an hour, we're told. Right now, it is unknown if anyone was hurt or if any property was damaged, but we are working to get you that information.
A witness and flock cameras have led authorities to an arson arrest.
On Friday night, several people called 911 to report a growing fire in Helen McCabe Park along State Route 821 at the mouth of the Yakima River Canyon in Kittitas County. One caller reported seeing a man pull over, throw some sort of burning material into the dry grass, and drive away. A witness provided a description of the man, vehicle, and several letters from its license plate. As firefighters worked to contain the fire, authorities began searching for the suspect vehicle. The flock system identified the car traveling south from Ellensburg toward the park just before the fire was reported.
Now, just after 7:30 p.m., a flock camera captured the Toyota in Easton. When deputies called a gas station in the area, the clerk confirmed that a man matching the original witness's description had just left. About an hour later, deputies found the vehicle and its owner, a 72-year-old Tacoma man. Deputies arrested him on suspicion of arson.
The Washington State Patrol is getting ready to reopen a commercial vehicle weigh station after more than a year of renovations.
Yeah, new at 6, our William Albert spoke with WSP about what this means for the future.
The Plymouth Way Station near the Oregon border just before Umatilla is hard to miss. Located along Interstate 82 and Highway 14, the facility serves as a checkpoint where WSP officers screen commercial vehicles for weight, safety, and other regulations before they continue.
So as they're coming through here, we have 2 scale pads here where we can weigh them. We're also looking at them, and we may see an anomaly that, hey, we need to stop that truck and that needs to get fixed right away.
However, Osborne says the original Plymouth Way Station, which was built in 1973, had aging infrastructure that made inspecting commercial vehicles more difficult, leading to a nearly 2-year renovation of the facility.
When we inspected a truck, we had to actually park the truck, and then we would use creepers and crawl underneath it and inspect everything, whether it was raining, whether it was snowing, 10 degrees below zero, or 100 degrees, it didn't matter.
Now that is about to change. WSP recently took occupancy of the new facility, which features updated equipment designed to help officers more safely and efficiently inspect commercial vehicles.
Now with the new building, we've got an inspection shed with a pit that we can actually go in, and our officers can inspect things standing up. They can look at things a little bit more carefully because it's in the natural view. But this building, it is bringing state-of-the-art technology to this section of the highway, like we see on I-90 in Spokane, I-90 going through Cle Elum.
WSP officials tell me that the renovations to the weigh station will better help officers and officials conduct commercial vehicle enforcement, as well as help continue their mission of protecting the driving public.
And they're just trying to get from one place to another. But remember, they're 80,000 pounds. They're hard to see around. The drivers are aware, but they're hard to see the little smaller cars that are around them. And it takes longer for them to stop.
Officers say keeping the road safe is a shared responsibility.
One of my biggest concerns when I first started as an officer, my approach was the next person this truck could come in contact with was my 16-year-old daughter who had just gotten her license. And I want to make sure that she's safe. I changed that shortly thereafter when I went to my first collision and realized somebody's 16-year-old daughter or son or their mother or father is who's going to see this truck next, and we want to make sure it's safe.
WSP expects the modernized Plymouth Weigh Station to be fully operational by the end of August. In Benton County, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, William, officials say once the facility is fully operational, the Plymouth Weigh Station will resume screening commercial vehicles traveling between Washington and Oregon. Well, coming up next on the news at 6, gas prices are up yet again. We have the reason behind it.
Plus, new at 6, why a female high school wrestler is suing the Washington Interscholastic Athletics Association. And Josh is coming back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast. Here's a live look out to Pasco tonight. Find out what's in store for your weather tomorrow.
But first, your reason to smile, brought to you by Lifetime Dental. This picture north of Richland from Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. Get your photo on TV, scan that QR code. We'll be right back.
If you put your name on a vehicle, you're signing off on its quality. We don't take that lightly. Ford is #1 for initial quality among mainstream brands.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through July 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when paired with an eligible Daikin ductless system at Bruce Heating and Air.
At Fred's Appliance, we've been locally owned and family operated since 1962. Founded by a veteran and built on service. Swing in today to find all brands and all styles on sale. From the durability of Frigidaire to the innovative technology of GE, find your next refrigerator at Fred's. Shop the largest supply of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in the region, only at your local Fred's Appliance.
At Prosser Memorial Health, expert skincare starts close to home. Board-certified dermatologist Dr. Richard Lynn is now seeing patients of all ages at Prosser Specialty Clinic, providing comprehensive medical dermatology services. From skin cancer detection and treatment to acne, rashes, psoriasis, and mole or wart removal, you can trust experienced, personalized care. Schedule your appointment today with Dr. Lynn by calling 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org.
Another wrinkle? That's irritating. But your retinol shouldn't be. Try Olay Retinol 24 with triple collagen peptides to visibly repair wrinkles and dark spots without all that irritation. Olay Retinol 24. Only Olay.
Stomach trouble?
A bottle of our finest Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Great vintage, huh?
And it pairs well with everything. Pepto-Bismol.
Congratulations, Grace. You just won $1,000 for the Tri-Cities Industry Kiwanis Club as part of our Volunteers Count program. STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
If you put your name on a vehicle, you're signing off on its quality. We don't take that lightly. Ford is #1 for initial quality among mainstream brands.
This newscast sponsored by Walker's Furniture and Mattress.
Welcome back, everybody. New at 6 tonight, a Washington wrestler is asking a federal district court to require state officials notify female athletes if they are being matched up against biological males. Female wrestler Callie Keeler, who is from Puyallup, claims no one told her she was in a match with a biological male athlete in December of 2025.
She says during the match, her opponent sexually assaulted her. Keeler's attorney says she reported what happened immediately. However, they say officials didn't report the assault for 53 days to law enforcement. Keeler and her mother are suing the state and say female athletes should have the right to opt out of competitions if they are being matched with a biological male without penalty. Because of this case, the U.S. Department of Education's Office for Civil Rights, also known as OCR, is investigating the Puyallup School District. The OCR is looking into if the school district violated Title IX by allowing males to compete in female sports. The Pierce County Sheriff says they investigated what happened at Keeler's match and recommended charges. However, the prosecutor declined to press charges on the trans athlete due to, quote, case law concerning consent in athletic contests, end quote.
You may want to fill up your tank soon because gas prices are expected to go up again. It's due to escalating tensions between the U.S. and Iran.
Jen Sullivan looks at why prices are rising and how much more you can expect to pay.
Prices at the pump are going up once again, but it's not all bad news.
I'm not expecting that we're going to see record-setting prices yet.
Patrick DeHaan with Gas Buddy says when oil prices go up like they are right now, gas prices typically increase about 24 to 48 hours later. So why are oil prices going up? Tensions between the U.S. and Iran have escalated in the last few days after both countries launched more strikes. The attacks have threatened the fragile peace agreement.
Iran is keenly aware of the fact that it cannot match the United States and Israel militarily. So it is trying to turn the conflict from a military one into an economic one.
And now both sides want to block maritime traffic through the Strait of Hormuz. It's a major waterway for global energy trade. Roughly 20% of the world's oil supply travels through the strait.
Any small impact is going to have a very big ripple effect on not just one country, but all of us.
As of Monday, the national average for a gallon of regular gas was $3.87. That's up 7 cents in the last week and 72 cents higher than a year ago, according to AAA. Gas prices aren't likely to come back down until tensions ease between the U.S. and Iran, which could take time.
On both sides, we have diplomats who want to resolve this diplomatically, but at the same time, we have military officials that want to inflict pain on the other side.
As long as the war continues, consumers will still feel the financial crunch. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
And we took a quick look. Average gas prices in the city of Yakima have fallen 16.9 cents per gallon in the last week, averaging $4.69 today. Across the state of Washington, prices have fallen 3.4 cents per gallon in the last week, averaging $4.94 a gallon.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Well, we have a toasty week ahead of us as we'll have very consistent temperatures that'll stay in the mid to upper 90s, at least here in the Tri-Cities. So first, take a look at those overnight lows, and it will be quite mild for a lot of us, many of us not even dropping down into the 50s. We'll have low to mid 60s for the basin and for the foothills, upper 50s for the upper Yakima Valley and also in the Kittitas Valley. Then for tomorrow, it looks as if we'll have another day where we'll be in the mid 90s, 97s for the Tri-Cities and for Hermiston and for Yakima. Touch hotter for that, touch hotter than that for Sunnyside in the lower Yakima Valley at 98. So you get the gist. It's going to be another hot day out there, and high temperatures. Look, I wasn't lying to you. I told you the temperatures are going to be very consistent this week. Our range of high temperatures in the Tri-Cities is going to bounce between 97 and 99. This is going to be about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. So all of that heat and all of the dry weather, it's going to make our fuels, will continue to make our fuels just primed and ready and very dry, especially when you add some lightning chances into the mixes, which is what we're going to have by Thursday, especially for the Cascades, for the Kittitas and Yakima Valley. So the main ingredients for lightning fires will be, well, first of all, you need fuels that are critically to extremely dry. We'll have that. We'll have that by Thursday, level 4 to 5 out of 5 across the map, okay? Then typically you look for lightning chances that are at least 20%. And it looks as if for Thursday, we'll have that 20% chances in the Cascades in the upper Yakima Basin, for the Kittitas Valley, and for the upper Yakima Valley. So if we did see fires starting or spreading quickly because of lightning and because of some of those thunderstorm downbursts, then it would not be too big of a surprise. It's definitely something we're keeping a very close eye on. So here's how to prep for wildfires. Create a defensible space. You probably should have done that back during the spring. Harden your home, plan evacuation routes, and prep that go bag. We've already had to talk about the go bag multiple times already this fire season. Okay, even though there are some chances for lightning, you would think there would be chances for rainfall, right? Well, yes, but it doesn't look like we're going to get a lot. Okay, first we'll show you Futurecast satellite and radar as we head into tomorrow. So this is going to be for Tuesday morning. This particular model has some rainfall for the Blues. There are other models that are trying to bring that into the foothills and into the basin, but I'm thinking it's mostly going to stay in the Blues. The main thing we're going to see for the Tri-Cities and for the foothills would probably just be some cloud coverage. But then as we head into that Thursday time frame, slightly better chances we'll see rainfall here in the Tri-Cities. The better thunderstorm chances are going to be in the Yakima Valley. And then in terms of rainfall accumulations, it just does not look like we're going to get that much at all. Maybe some semblance of, I wouldn't call it a soaking rain in the Cascades, but at least it'll be something. Okay, here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. High temperatures, like I said, bouncing between 97 to 99 over the next 7 days. In Yakima, we have that alert day possible on Thursday for the potential of lightning-induced fires. We're going to be tracking the same thing in the Kittitas Valley, but before that, maybe getting some rainfall on Wednesday. In Hermiston, a little chance of a shower on Thursday, but otherwise this is looking like mostly dry and a very hot forecast. And finally, for Walla Walla, a run of days where we'll have very low-end chances for showers. That would be Thursday through Saturday, but then looking dry again after that.
Josh, thank you so much. Coming up on Apple Valley News Now live at 6.
Hands up now! Get your hands up!
Walla Walla police use the pit maneuver to assist in stopping a reckless suspect trying to get away. We'll have all those details next.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
I think developing that relationship with a patient is where you get the trust. And then with the trust is when you can really kind of build on these treatment plans and provide the best care for them so that the outcome is most predictable and that they're the most satisfied. I think my passion kind of more stems from the problem-solving aspect of dentistry. So I really like getting complex patients that need a lot of different needs and kind of figuring out a plan that incorporates like good dentistry to kind of solve their problems. But I think I just get that emotional recharge from just kind of spending quality time with family. So my 2 girls and then my wife. So we try and get out of the house and get up in the mountains or go to the beach and just kind of do quality things together. And that's kind of where I get my most recharge from, for sure.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is bringing new ways to win with the $170,000 Summer of Fun and Games. June kicks off with Plinko Party and over $16,000 in cash and prizes every weekend. 3 grand prize winners will play for a chance to win $10,000 cash on June 27th. The fun continues all summer. Step right up to Play Lucky Pick 3 in July and Cash Cube in August. More fun, more ways to win at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Feeling dizzy, off balance, or worried about falling? You don't have to just live with it. At the Pacific Campus, Alex Trowbridge DPT is accepting new patients and specializes in vestibular therapy, treating vertigo, dizziness, and balance issues. And here's something many patients don't realize. You can choose where you go for physical therapy. Choose the PC. We also treat gait and balance, pain management, and even pool therapy. Ask your doctor to refer you to physical therapy at the PC with Alex Trowbridge DPT.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Ready to move to the music and savor the munchies? Join Tri-County Partners Habitat for Humanity for the 9th annual Music and Munchies, Saturday, September 19th at the Reach Museum in Richland. Doors open at 4:30 p.m. Tap your toes to live music, taste local bites, and bid in the silent auction. Presented by Tri-County Partners and Peyton Wealth. Every bite and every beat helps build safe, affordable homes. See you under the stars.
Back now with some dramatic video coming new tonight from the Walla Walla Police Department.
If you don't comply with our commands, we're going to continue to deploy chemical agents. You're going to get bit by a police canine.
Saturday night, just after 11 o'clock, Walla Walla PD and the Sheriff's Office tried to conduct a traffic stop on a vehicle in the 1300 block of West Poplar Street. The driver apparently took off, resisting the deputies' attempts to stop the vehicle, driving in a reckless manner, they say. During the pursuit, officers say they successfully executed a pursuit intervention technique in the 900 block of North 4th Avenue, safely bringing the pursuit to an end. After the vehicle stopped, the driver refused commands to exit. A less lethal launcher was used to breach a vehicle window, and chemical agents were deployed to gain the driver's compliance. The driver was advised that a canine could be deployed as well.
After about 9 minutes of negotiation, the driver, 27-year-old Walla Walla man Justin Krell, complied and was taken into custody and arrested on numerous charges. Everyone else is signing off, but we're just getting started with the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m.
Neighbors and friends are continuing to rally around the family of a Pasco man as he battles stage 4 cancer. Our Caleb Stipkovitz has their story.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Keep your home's plumbing in top shape with Campbell & Company. For just $69, get a water heater flush plus a whole home plumbing inspection. Regular maintenance helps prevent costly issues and ensures your plumbing runs smoothly year-round. Whether it's extending the life of your water heater or spotting potential problems early, Campbell & Company has you covered. Take advantage of this offer today. Visit trustcampbell.com to schedule your service. Protect your home and your wallet with expert plumbing care.
Bath Planet brings life back to your bathroom with expert remodeling, custom designs, fast installation, and right now, save $1,000. Call for a free estimate today, 509-851-0669.
Get this exceptional offer on 2026 Cadillac Optiq models. Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
I know you all have a few concerns.
My internet is too fast.
That's good.
Why aren't they forcing me to sign a contract? Is it me?
Yeah, and I'm saving too much money by switching.
My install was too quick and painless.
Now my connection is the most stable thing in my life.
What's Zipley's endgame here? I'm sure there's an explanation.
I feel like my world is crumbling.
Calm down. Folks, who threw that? Did that have sprinkles?
Zipley Fiber, starting as low as $60 per month with no strings attached.
The Legends Cup continues in July with Cash Kicks. You've been scouted as a top player, so join us every Thursday for a chance at the title. It's the ultimate summer payoff. Walk off the field with up to $10,000. Just use your Legends rewards card to score up entries. Don't get caught offside. Strike it rich with Cash Kicks. Every Thursday in July, only at Legends Casino Hotel.
I take care of the kids, my dad, and things at work. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression, but help is available. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org today.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
I'm a little bit of a collector of snow globes. Growing up in Shelton, I never left the state until I was in high school, really. The first place I think I went to was California, and I bought a miniature snow globe. I just thought it was cute, I liked it, and then ever since then, anytime I go somewhere new, I buy a snow globe from that place. There's so many around my apartment, they're everywhere. They're like my favorite they're up all year. It's not a Christmas decoration to me, it's an all year decoration for me.
Right now, live at 6:30.
The city of Mapton is working to improve reliability and prevent future water quality issues.
Plus, our Monique Garcia is hearing from BCFD number 4 about their levy. And here's a live picture from the Yakima Valley. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth has your first alert forecast as the news starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Hope you had a great weekend. Hello there. Welcome to the 6:30 News. I'm Austin Reed with Wendy Redman. And it's still hot out there.
It's a good update.
Yeah.
It is still hot. Going to be just a tick hotter, though. Yeah. Can we handle it? We've got to be able to handle the heat out here, right? Yeah. All right. Well, let's check in with Josh to find out what else we can expect.
Well, it was a toasty start to the new work week, and we're going to have a lot more where that came from for this week. High temperatures staying a little bit closer to 100 than they will to 90 degrees. There are some small lightning chances in the forecast for Thursday. We have critically to extremely dry fuels out there, so we could maybe see some lightning-induced fires. And the forecast staying mostly dry over the next 7 days, although there are some small little chances for rainfall here or there. Okay, for this evening, overnight low is going to drop down into the 50s and 60s, looking at upper 50s for the Kittitas and the Yakima valleys, and then low to mid 60s for the lower Columbia Basin and for the Blue foothills. For tomorrow, clouds building in ahead of, we will have a little chance of some rainfall for Tuesday night. Again, it's not going to be a ton, but there will be that little chance. So the clouds building ahead of that with temperatures in the mid 90s. So it's going to be another toasty day out there. And then looking ahead to that chance for lightning by Thursday, as we could see some of those lightning induced fires possible. Talk about the ins and outs of that coming up a little bit later in the show.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Well, other news tonight, a Pasco man and his family are asking for help as he battles stage 4 cancer and is unable to work.
Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells us why friends and neighbors say they want to help one of the most generous people they know.
He's the type of person to give his shirt off the back if he felt like you would benefit from it. So he's definitely a giving person.
From volunteering around the community to fixing cars for people in need free of charge, Bob Mangione is the kind of person who loves to give back. But Mangione is being forced to put his giving spirit on hold as he battles severe health issues.
I had what I thought was one hernia before cancer, but cancer took the spotlight because it was life-threatening. So we had to put off hernia surgery that was absolutely necessary a few years ago, but they said, right now, your body can't handle that.
That surgery is going to leave Mangione unable to work for at least 4 to 6 months, meaning that he won't be able to make income, leading his family to make the difficult decision to start renting out their home in order not to lose it.
This is the Lion's Den. This is where the family plans to live once they're able to start renting out their home.
It's Bob's name for the backyard workshop where the Mangiones have helped fix up people's vehicles. The workshop needs tens of thousands of dollars of work before it's up to living standards. It's hard for people used to giving to ask for help when they need it, which is why friends are setting up a GoFundMe to help the family move in as soon as possible.
He's not only just focused on his own needs, which is not something I feel like is very common these days.
I think just about everybody's life or family has been touched by cancer at one point or another, and so this is something we can all relate to.
Local businesses are already stepping up to help the Mangiones get their workshop ready, offering to put in walls and update electric work. Caleb Sipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
A link to their GoFundMe can be found on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com.
Now to Yakima County, where the city of Mabton is working through challenges with its water system.
Consultants told council members the city's water system is relying on one operating well. Officials say other wells have experienced electrical problems, while another is out of service because of water quality concerns. The city is now working to address those issues while also adding backups. This comes as the city has continued to struggle with water quality issues, including a recent precautionary boil order.
Unfortunately, you guys only had one chlorination point in the system, and that was well number 4. And that's why you guys are on a precautionary boil order right now.
City officials say they are also working to build more redundancy into the water system so future equipment failures are less likely to impact drinking water service.
Your primary election ballots are hitting mailboxes this week, but for voters in Benton County, Fire District 4, there's a specific measure on the ballot that could impact both your wallet and your community safety.
And new at 6:30, our Monique Garcia explains what a levy lid lift really means.
For voters in Benton County Fire District 4, this August primary brings a critical decision. It's called a levy lid lift, and it's a term you'll want to understand before you fill out your ballot. Ben Shear with the Fire District says this isn't about raising taxes, but rather restoring funding to keep pace with rapid local growth.
Benton County 4 is asking for what's called a levy lid lift. So this isn't a new tax. The original levy that was voted on several years back was $1.50 per 1,000 of assessed property. And what we're asking for is to go back to that $1.50 per 1,000 of assessed property.
The district says the area has changed significantly since the original rate was set. With more high-rise apartments and a denser population, the equipment they used years ago simply isn't enough to handle the current demand.
That will give the district much-needed funds in order to, buy more newer fire equipment. A good example is at the time they put this levy in, there was very few high-rise apartments, and now we have a many high-rise apartments. So things like newer ladder trucks, newer ladders that can reach those roofs. We have to do a lot more training for that specialized equipment. So as the city continues to grow, this need for services expands.
With more people moving into the area, the district is running more calls than ever before. Fire officials warn that if this measure fails, the current level of service simply won't be sustainable.
At some point, we would not have enough firefighters or equipment to answer the number of calls that come in. The equipment would start breaking down. It would become less trustworthy. Firefighters would definitely not be safe, and we could not work. We could not provide for our citizens in the way that we expect to.
The district says the bottom line is community safety. Reminder, once you receive your ballot, the latest you can turn it in will be at the drop-off box August 4th at 8 p.m. Reporting in West Richland, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
Still have questions about this levy? We will have more details on the Fire District's upcoming Q&A session on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com.
Well, in sports, the Seattle Seahawks have new owners after a formal sale agreement was reached over $9 billion. The Khosla family, led by Vinod, they announced on Saturday that they agreed to purchase the Seahawks. The Paul Allen estate sells the team after owning them since 1997, with his sister, Jody Allen, being in charge since Paul's death in 2018. The sale estimated at $9.6 billion and comes after Seattle won the Super Bowl this past season. The cost of youth sports is on the rise, and parents are feeling the financial impacts.
Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable spoke with local parents about the expensive side of sports.
The price of kids playing sports is rising every year. With private training sessions becoming more popular, it's adding to the already long list of expenses.
There's tournament registration fees that we pay for. If we're out of state, there's flights, there's hotels, there's food. There's also the tournament spectator pass as a parent. Before it used to be $5. Now we're having to pay $60, $100. For a weekend just to watch our kids play.
According to the Aspen Institute's Project Play initiative, the average American parent spent over $1,000 on their child's primary sport, a 46% increase since 2019.
There's so many talented players, that I saw them playing, but mostly they can't excel because it's expensive.
Abby Sanchez's daughter, Lindsay, is a rare exception. A Chihuahua graduate now playing professionally in Mexico, the investment put into her athletics goes far beyond what the average family is paying. When Lindsay got serious about her professional dreams, the cost went seriously up.
Just in those 3 seasons, I think we spent almost $40,000 a year on Lindsay.
For Armando Valadez, with 2 daughters playing sports, he believes the training is necessary to fully invest in his kids, but acknowledges the challenges it can bring.
Being a parent, I'm feeling it, especially the single parents. I'm a single dad now, and I can only imagine, I feel for every single parent now. When you have double incomes, it's a lot easier, but now as a single income household, it gets a lot tougher. So I feel for those single parent households as well.
In 2021, youth sports participation dipped below 50%. But rose again to 55% in 2024. With rising costs, some fear numbers could lower again. Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Jake, thank you. The Aspen Institute estimates that parents spend a combined $40 billion a year on their children's sports, a number that continues to rise at a rapid rate. All right, next at 6:30.
The Benton Franklin Fair has a new arena, and tonight we're giving you a look at it.
And Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert back with your full First Alert forecast as we leave you. Here's a live picture at the Interstate Bridge in Richland.
Jack, tell me one core value you live by.
Good things come to those who order my Munch Better deals for $4.99. Choose between a Junior Jumbo Jack meal or Junior Chicken Sandwich meal. Some say be the change. I say keep the change.
Welcome to Jack in the Box. I got my glow back with a body wash. Olay Super Serum has 5+ powerful ingredients that shower my skin in luminosity after just one use. And lock in that luminous look with Super Serum Body Lotion. Love the skin you're in. Olay Super Serum Body Wash and Lotion.
On your period, sudden gushes happen. Say goodbye, gush fears. Always Ultra Thin. It's made with rapid dry technology that absorbs 3 times faster. Hello, cleaner, drier, fresher. Always gush ready.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through July 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when paired with an eligible Daikin ductless system at Bruce Heating and Air.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back.
Break away to what's possible with Tremfya.
The only IL-23 blocker for Crohn's and UC to offer self-administration from the start.
Tremfya can help with symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and 2 years.
Some had visible repair of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Break away with Tremfya.
Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Doctors Kopstein and King for a free live webinar this Thursday at noon and find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
These are the faces men make before they shave their bodies with a face razor. Introducing the new Gillette Labs Body Razor with a triple protection system with as low as 0% nicks, cuts, and irritation. Never make those faces again. Gillette.
Every Sunday night, he can't sleep. But not this Sunday.
When you really need to sleep, ZzzQuil has no equal. Get the deeply restorative sleep you need. ZzzQuil, not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep.
Jack, tell me one core value you live by.
Good things come to those who order my much better deals for $4.99. Choose between a Junior Jumbo Jack meal or Junior Chicken Sandwich meal. Some say be the change. I say keep the change.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
A $15 million renovation is giving Benton County's McDaniel Arena a major facelift just in time for the Benton Franklin Fair.
The renovated arena now features expanded seating, modern restrooms, improved accessibility, upgraded concessions, and enhanced sound and air quality while preserving the historic over-the-chute structure. County officials say the improvements will allow the venue to host larger events year-round, bringing more visitors and more economic activity to the Tri-Cities.
Community deserves it. You know, the fairgrounds have always been really special to the community, and as with anything, buildings age out and they kind of go past their useful life. And we had the opportunity to do this.
The community is invited to tour the renovated arena during a free open house this Saturday, 2 to 4 p.m. ahead of the venue's first major event in the new grandstands, a monster truck show later that night.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Well, we have a toasty week ahead of us as we'll have very consistent temperatures that'll stay in the mid to upper 90s, at least here in the Tri-Cities. So first, take a look at those overnight lows, and it will be quite mild for a lot of us, many of us not even dropping down into the 50s. We'll have low to mid 60s for the basin and for the foothills, upper 50s for the upper Yakima Valley and also in the Kittitas Valley. Then for tomorrow, it looks as if we'll have another day where we'll be in the mid-90s, 97s for the Tri-Cities and for Hermiston and for Yakima. Touch hotter for that, touch hotter than that for Sunnyside in the lower Yakima Valley at 98. So you get the gist. It's going to be another hot day out there and high temperatures. Look, I wasn't lying to you. I told you the temperatures are going to be very consistent this week. Our range of high temperatures in the Tri-Cities is going to bounce between 97 and 99. This is going to be about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. So all of that heat and all of the dry weather, it's going to make our fuels, will continue to make our fuels just primed and ready and very dry, especially when you add some lightning chances into the mixes, which is what we're going to have by Thursday, especially for the Cascades, for the Kittitas and Yakima Valley. So the main ingredients for lightning fires will be, well, first of all, you need fuels that are critically to extremely dry. We'll have that. We'll have that by Thursday, level 4 to 5 out of 5 across the map, okay? Then typically you look for lightning chances that are at least 20%. And it looks as if for Thursday, we'll have that 20% chances in the Cascades in the upper Yakima Basin, for the Kittitas Valley, and for the upper Yakima Valley. So if we did see fires starting or spreading quickly because of lightning and because of some of those thunderstorm downbursts, then it would not be too big of a surprise. It's definitely something we're keeping a very close eye on. So here's how to prep for wildfires. Create a defensible space. You probably should have done that back during the spring. Harden your home, plan evacuation routes, and prep that go bag. We've already had to talk about the go bag multiple times already this fire season. Okay, even though there are some chances for lightning, you would think there would be chances for rainfall, right? Well, yes, but it doesn't look like we're going to get a lot. Okay, first we'll show you Futurecast satellite and radar as we head into tomorrow. So this is going to be for Tuesday morning. This particular model has some rainfall for the Blues. There are other models that are trying to bring that into the foothills and into the basin, but I'm thinking it's mostly going to stay in the Blues. The main thing we're going to see for the Tri-Cities and for the foothills would probably just be some cloud coverage. But then as we head into that Thursday time frame, slightly better chances we'll see rainfall here in the Tri-Cities. The better thunderstorm chances are going to be in the Yakima Valley. And then in terms of rainfall accumulations, it just does not look like we're going to get that much at all. Maybe some semblance of, I wouldn't call it a soaking rain in the Cascades, but at least it'll be something. Okay, here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. High temperatures, like I said, bouncing between 97 to 99 over the next 7 days. In Yakima, we have that alert day possible on Thursday for the potential of lightning-induced fires. We're going to be tracking the same thing in the Kittitas Valley, but before that, maybe getting some rainfall on Wednesday. In Hermiston, a little chance of a shower on Thursday, but otherwise this is looking like mostly dry and a very hot forecast. And finally, for Walla Walla, a run of days where we'll have very low-end chances for showers. That would be Thursday through Saturday, but then looking dry again after that.
All right, Josh, thank you. Coming up next.
Want to buy a T-Rex? I bet I have your attention now, don't I? Well, apparently you can. We'll have details when we return. What?
Don't be worried or overwhelmed with moving into a retirement home. Piper Barton is your turnkey resource for premier 55-plus communities. From repairs and packing to prepping, listing, and selling your current home, all managed with white glove care. Piper Barton delivers quality resources and smooth timelines. You can expect discretion, clarity, and results from start to sold. Sit down and have a simple conversation with Piper Barton about next steps today.
Good morning, buddy. Ugh, my breath is bad.
Bad breath ruining the morning? That yuck feeling is bacteria that grew overnight. New Crest mouthwash actively controls bad bacteria for 12 hours, so you get your cleanest, freshest morning ever. Crest.
Ready to shake up your dining experience? Legends Casino Hotel has something for every taste. At Lucky Shots Coffee Bar, it's more than just coffee. Frothy lattes, bold espressos, hearty sandwiches, desserts, and more. Lucky Shots has a winning hand of flavors any time of the day. Join us for our full-service menu, or dive into our legendary seafood buffet every Thursday, including our amazing salad bar. All you can eat for only $49. Explore the newly updated food court with so many choices to satisfy your craving. At Fortune's, savor a customized crab boil fit for a king, queen, or joker with all the extras. Try the crab boil with one of our specialty sauces. Big enough to share, but don't be slow with your fork. This is good eating. Burger lovers, head to Legendary Burgers. Try the Mount Adams or go classic with fries and a Huckleberry shake. Craving pizza, pasta, and more? Creations has you covered. And after that custom-made pizza pie, don't forget dessert. You just gotta try our house-made cannoli. For authentic Mexican-style cooking, Madre's Mexican Kitchen is a must. With fresh homemade tortillas and savory sauces, you will not be disappointed. Try our enchiladas, street tacos, or something new to you. Madre's is sure to bring it home. Whether you're here to dine or unwind, Legends Casino Hotel has a world of exciting flavors waiting for you. Bring your appetite, your friends and family, and let the culinary journey begin.
In the 85 years of the American Diabetes Association, we've had many wins, but we've never rested. Because 1 out of every 10 Americans has diabetes, and they rely on us every day, just like we rely on you.
Back now with what's trending. One of the most complete T-Rex fossils ever found is said to be auctioned tomorrow.
So named after the owner of the South Dakota farm where the skeleton was discovered, Gus was unearthed in 2021. There he is. He's expected to fetch at least $30 million and likely to go to a private buyer. Experts say once the skeleton is in private hands, it'll likely be off limits for scientific research. What do you do with it when you buy that?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Entryway.
Yeah.
Right when everybody enters the house.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And here's Gus.
Yeah, here's Gus. Hey, finally, next month, Washington, D.C. will host a Grand Prix event.
On Monday, President Trump welcomed some of the participating IndyCar drivers to the White House. The Grand Prix race is part of the many events the organization Freedom 250 is holding to honor America's 250th birthday. The race through the streets of Washington, D.C. will take place August 22nd and 23rd.
And we'll be right back with the final word.
I'm Usain Bolt, world's fastest man, but I'm here to show that slow can be good too, especially when it comes to a progressive disease like chronic kidney disease. So while I don't have CKD myself, I'm taking it slow to remind you that Jardiance is a little pill proven to slow the progression of CKD, which can lead to dialysis, and it lowers the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
When it comes to your CKD, embrace the slow.
Ask your doctor about Jardiance.
Another wrinkle? That's irritating. But your retinol shouldn't be. Try Olay Retinol 24 with triple collagen peptides to visibly repair wrinkles and dark spots without all that irritation. Olay Retinol 24. Only Olay.
Stomach trouble?
A bottle of our finest Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Great vintage, huh?
And it pairs well with everything. Pepto-Bismol.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Get this exceptional offer on select 2026 Cadillac CT5 models. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
Stop debating between razor burn and burning through another razor. Start shaving with Gillette. With 3 times more protective coatings, no refillable blade lasts longer, so even your 30th shave is still smooth and comfortable.
Every Sunday night, he can't sleep. But not this Sunday.
When you really need to sleep, ZzzQuil has no equal. Get the deeply restorative sleep you need. ZzzQuil, not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep.
Welcome back, everybody. Taking a look at your forecast for tonight across Ellensburg and Yakima. Upper 50s, Tri-Cities, right around 62. A little bit warmer in Hermiston, Walla Walla, the warm spot at 66. And we do have some chances for 100-degree temperatures. That's not until Wednesday, though. So
right around that century mark again. Yeah. So here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are. It's summer. What are you going to do? Jinx.
Jinx.
Always thinking the same thing. All right, well, that'll do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us here on the news at 6 and 6:30.
Hoping your news is good news.